Hello everyone, welcome to Karma Education. This is a channel for UGC NET Education subject paper 2 only. It will also be helpful for the education students who are pursuing courses like BA BEd, BSc BEd, MA in Education, MEd, SET PET exams on education. Each topic of UGC NET Education syllabus I am discussing here. I already uploaded videos on entire Unit 2, Subunit A of Unit 1, Idealism, Realism, Naturalism, Pragmatism and Existentialism from Subunit B of Unit 1. Now in this video I am going to discuss Marxism and this is the last topic of Subunit B of Unit 1. This video is going to cover Introduction to Marxism, Exponents of Marxism, Metaphysics, Epistemology and Axiology of Marxism, Principles of Marxism, Aim of education, curriculum, teaching method, teacher, pupil, discipline, school according to Marxism, limitation of Marxism and summary of Marxism. Let's start. Introduction to Marxism. Marxist philosophy deals with socio-economic and political analysis of society. It was originated in 19th century through the works of German philosophers Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. In terms of background of Marxism, it was developed as against concept of idealism. In idealism, priority was given to ideas or ideals. But in Marxism, priority was given to every person of society without considering any discrimination. In 18th century, Industrial Revolution has started in Britain and two classes evolved. One is the capitalists who own the means of production and most of the wealth of society. They are known as bourgeois. They are minority in society. And another is worker class who do not own means of production. To survive, they sell their own labor. They are known as proletariat. They are majority in society. So industrialization had meant that only elite can access to the means of production. For this reason, rich will be richer and poor will be poorer. Class struggle is obvious result of evolution of various classes in society. There is a need to change society from capitalist society to communist society. Communist society means the concept of classless society. To eliminate the inequality from the society or to establish communist society, Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels brought the concept of dialectical materialism from Hegel's dialectic spiritualism. Hegel's dialectic spiritualism. According to Hegel, the concrete world is the product of abstract idea or spirit, which is derived through dialectic method. Marx dialectic materialism. According to Karl Marx, the concrete world is product of matter came through dialectic method. Both Hegel and Marx use dialectic method to reach the true reality. According to dialectic materialism of Karl Marx, real world is only true reality. There is no existence of ideas. Idea comes from matter. Physical existence is only true reality. So, dialectic materialism is a philosophical approach where they accepts existence of material world independent of mind through senses. In simple words, Karl Marx emphasized the importance of real world in terms of socio-economic and political interaction of classes. By historical materialism, Karl Marx wanted to explain class consciousness leads revolution since historical periods. Now, what is historical materialism? Historical materialism denotes changes in how people works over time. Means focused on changes of material conditions rather than ideals. If deprived section of society becomes conscious about their deprivation, then it leads towards revolution. Otherwise, revolution is not possible. So, class consciousness is necessary to eliminate inequality from society. According to Karl Marx, ideas are not the basis of society. Economics is the basis of society. Now, these are some names of exponents of Marxism: Karl Marx, Friedrich Engels, Vladimir Lenin, M.N. Roy, Walter Benjamin, Mao Zedong. Now, metaphysics, epistemology, and axiology according to Marxism. Metaphysics deals with reality. According to Marxism, material world is real. Matter is ultimate reality, not God. Consciousness is the product of human brain. Universe is not limited, it is infinite. It will continue to exist. Epistemology deals with knowledge. According to Marxism, knowledge can be derived from senses. Knowledge can be tested, investigated, and proved by evidence. There is no place of supernatural beliefs. They do not have religious faith. They preferred science and practice in terms of gaining knowledge. Axiology. Axiology deals with values. According to Marxism, classless society should be there. There should not be any discrimination on the basis of religion, gender, creed, economy, etc. This is the concept of classless society. They do not talk about individual freedom, but emphasized social freedom or social welfare. According to them, religion may hamper equality in society. It may create confliction. Now, principles of Marxism. Dialectic materialism and historical materialism I already have discussed in my previous slides. Next is concept of class and class struggle. Class represents group of people who shared common characteristics. There are two classes. One is haves, means bourgeois, and another one is have-nots, means proletariat. The relation between two classes are like one exploits and another is exploited. Hence, starts class struggle. Exploitation of the proletariat by bourgeois leads to alienation. It means divide fruits of work from the workers. Marxist holds a view that capitalism followed by feudalism and it will be removed by socialism, which followed inevitably by classless society or communism. So we should have clear idea about socialism, communism and Marxism. Socialism. Socialism denotes state will be the owner of production and distribution of goods and services. This is the concept of central economy. There will be production without profit. Communism denotes classless and stateless society. Distribution should be like from each according to his ability to each according to needs. In true communism, there should not be any private property. Everything belongs to the state and people are the state. For example, we the people of India, the first line of Indian Constitution means people of India are themselves the state of India. Now I will explain socialism, communism and Marxism with the help of an example. In terms of socialism, suppose I have 2 mangoes in my mango tree. Government takes 1 mango and gives it to the person who did not have any mangoes. In communism, government takes my mango tree and gives me 1 mango. And in Marxism, I and my neighbors all bring our mangoes and distribute them evenly. This is the concepts of socialism, communism and Marxism. Next is Marxism and aim of education. According to Marxism, aim of education should be to establish classless communist society, to make our citizen to obey the state. Education should be free and compulsory to all. Priority has been given to underprivileged section of society. Education needs to be highly centralized, organized and controlled by the state. State should bear all responsibilities of education. They emphasized vocational education. Priority given to both physical and mental development. There is no place of religious education. in Marxism. They focused on full employment. Now, Marxism and curriculum. They are against of abstract knowledge and preferred skill-based curriculum, which will be helpful to increase work efficiency of child. They preferred activity-oriented curriculum, which makes child creative. They also preferred vocational or employment-oriented curriculum. Work experience should be included in curriculum, which has practical applicability. Socially useful subjects they includes in curriculum like science, mathematics, geography, life science, history, geometry, etc. At primary level, they preferred mother tongue as medium of language, and in higher level, they suggest to include foreign language in curriculum. They also advocates physical exercise, painting, music, games, sports, etc. to include in curriculum. It is state's responsibility to frame out the curriculum for child. Marxism and teaching method. As they believe learning through personal experience, teaching methods should be according to these. They focused on group activity. Teaching method should be followed principles of learning by doing. Teaching method should be based on scientific approach. Seminars, project method, problem solving methods, etc. they preferred. Marxism and teacher. According to Marxism, teachers should not only be rich by content, but he must know Marxist aims of education. Teacher must be an active member of society who will participate in every aspect of society. According to Lenin, a best Marxist worker can only be a best Marxist teacher. It means a true Marxist only be a true teacher. Teachers should have consciousness of socio-economic environment. Teachers should have the capacity to mold child according to societal needs. Marxism and pupil. Pupils should have faith on equal distribution or Marxist methodology. They have eager to explore knowledge. They will use scientific method to gain knowledge. They will keen to understand Marxist values and attitudes. Next, Marxism and discipline. In terms of discipline, Marxists are very rigid. They preferred self-discipline. Their view is discipline is not only necessary for education but also for life. Marxism and school. School represents the image of classless society, through which a pupil can easily understand the concept of communism. School will be controlled by the state. They do not prefer decentralized education. School provide free and compulsory education at primary level to all. School provide the environment to learner to be ideal citizen of society. They also preferred natural environment as school in spite of four-wall school building. Limitation of Marxism. They have given too much importance to state in terms of education. They preferred limited freedom in education. There is no academic freedom of teacher. Due to less competition in education, student remains reluctant in terms of taking career initiative. Science is given more priority than art subjects. They totally ignored the religious education. Now, summary of Marxism. Exponents: Karl Marx, Friedrich Engels, Lenin, M.N. Roy, Walter Benjamin, Mao Zedong. Principles: dialectic materialisms, historical materialisms, concept of class and class struggle, socialism, communism. Aim of education: to establish classless society, free and compulsory education to all. Education should be centralized by state. Mental and physical development of students. Curriculum: it will be skill-based, vocational, activity-oriented, work experience-based curriculum. Mother tongue is preferred at primary level, focused on Science subjects. Teaching method: learning by doing, project method, seminar, personal experience, problem solving, group activity. In terms of teacher, teacher must be active Marxist worker, need knowledge of Marxist aim of education, have capacity to mold child according to social need. In terms of pupil, this would have faith on Marxist methodology, keen to gain knowledge through personal experience, eager to understand Marxist attitude and values. In terms of discipline, they are rigid and they believe in self-discipline. Discipline not only for education but also for life. So this was the concept of Marxism and education according to Marxist philosophy.